Hi, and welcome back. I've dropped a few emergency episodes relating to the election, but the real reason for the podcast is not about politics per se, although these topics will show up. The podcast is my recommended therapy for frustrations for the lack of critical thinking in our society today and how tribalism is destroying the fabric of our nation. And as well, my daughters wanted to get experience in social media marketing, including content creation, so subscribe, hit like, hit the notification bell, and remember, think of the children. In this episode, we'll discover why propaganda exists when critical thinking is absent. The lack of critical thinking creates a void that is filled with propaganda. Critical thinking can either be a shield against propaganda or it can be a sword to defeat it. But the higher and greater purpose of critical thinking is to encourage others to critically think. We have to use our brains and not our emotions with important decisions. The low-hanging fruit in propaganda is found mostly in politics. I'm a Canadian accountant with tax, finance, insurance, and M&A experience. A critical thinker may say, wow, this guy can't keep a job, and swipe right. Since you didn't, you are obviously not a critical thinker, and you need me. I worked for the tax department for 16 years, with a few years liaising with police forces, and on occasion the FBI and CIA as a forensic accountant.
It's nothing. It's nothing
It's
you can
nothing?
make out of it.
What is this?
If we can establish that any of these coded entries indicate payment to Capone, then we can put Capone away.
I want you to tell us which one of these entries is Al Capone.
It's A. Costa. Is that your code name for Capone?
You're gonna do the whole thing in the joint unless you help us here, pal.
I want you to translate this ledger for us.
In hell. One. Two. Now, ask him what you want to know.
All right. Okay, I want to know the name of the bookkeeper. I want a complete translation of the code.
It wasn't exciting as it sounds. All in the office, no field work, no guns, no raiding speakeasies, just charts and graphs. What you do learn working for the tax department is to identify when someone is lying to you. You learn questions to reveal the truth without the Chicago flair found in the entire. An agent needs to use his brain. He can't have any emotions. Keeping your wits and thinking critically, you will always win in the end. Again, controlling emotions, using your brain to get into the head of your opponent, getting him confused, will always win your conversations, business deals, and will give you 5 seconds to the door before your wife can catch you. You can also use critical thinking anywhere. What we're trying to do with this podcast is to heighten your sense of reflex with using critical thinking and not emotional thinking.